else? Lucero, are you there? Are you recording? Just let me know.
Yes, teacher.
Thank you, my dears. Okay. Any questions before we start? It's gonna take like, let's say 35 minutes, and then you go to post the answer, and the weekend is for creating and writing on the text, having a very nice final product, I would say. Welcome, Juliet. What else? At the end of the class, I hope I can speak with Luisa and Karen about the comic, and Gabriel, because I checked your email, but I have a last comment before making the agreement about when to present it, maybe Monday. Okay, so comics, Gabriel, Mauricio, Karen, and Luisa. Is it right? And about writing, let me know if I am missing by email or by this way, or with the monitor, please. Teacher, you haven't checked my writing. Thank you, Elizabeth. Thank you, Lucero. I know you're recording, okay? Appa. So we're gonna check as a first activity, we're going to check the homework easily. I hope we can take 5, no more than 10 minutes on checking our homework. There it is, it's coming. It's coming. So volunteer list, let's just start speaking. As I unmute you, I hope you can read those. The decisions would be, it happened, ocurrió, or it has happened. Pay attention, some of you, in the comics and in the writings, you are using more or less present perfect, but you still need to know, entiéndalo. If you use have, then you need the auxiliary, the other verb goes in past participle. Look at the question in the example. Have you ever do? Hacer? No, the verb do, hacer do, goes in the third column, past participle, okay? Later on, we're gonna have a parenthesis in our system, in our beautiful language, Spanish, because I'm gonna take, I hope, no more than 5 minutes explaining something about the past participle, even in Spanish with some exceptions, and even in English with some exceptions. So let's get started. I am unmuting you, microphone open, and I just hope some volunteers to read the answers, okay? Somebody again?
I to participate, teacher.
Yeah, let's just speak, Mr. Spina, please.
Okay, Irene, start.
Yeah.
Okay, one. Have you ever done anything really? B.
Anything really exciting?
Yes. Sorry.
Okay, let's do this, Nicolas. We're going to do something. You read A and I read B. So we make it more like active. Come on, let's act it up. Start, my friend. Go.
A. Have you ever done anything really exciting? B. Well,
It's me. Hey. Well, I haven't traveled.
I haven't traveled into space, if that's what you mean. But yes, I do drive a Ferrari.
Okay. And what is important? Wait a minute. Something on the first one. Traveled. This is the past participle. Okay.
Yes.
This is not. I'm just explaining what I said. Well, I haven't traveled into space, if that's what you mean. But yes, I've. Okay, you have the options. I've or I have driven is the past participle. Is the third column of drive. Okay.
Okay.
Drove, driven. So it sounds
Driven,
yo he manejado, yo he conducido. Otherwise, if you use I've drive, no. Yo he conducir, no. So I was just explaining B, but let's act it up. Vamos hasta el final. Sí, estamos escuchando lo que dice. So Nicolás, let's just act it up till the end. Just listen to corrections from the people, okay?
Okay.
Go.
Thank you.
Start again, please.
Okay. Well, I haven't traveled into space, if that's what you mean. But yes.
Ay, Nicolás, espere, ponga cuidado, que es que primero hay mucho ruido por allá, entonces silencia cada uno. ¿Qué dice? And I'm speaking with Nicolás 2 minutes. It takes 2 minutes.
Don't care.
Wait a minute, maybe.
I repeat. B.
Yes, you are A, I am B. Go.
A.
No more.
A. Have you ever done anything really exciting? B.
Well,
Well, I
I
haven't
haven't
traveled,
traveled into space, if that's what you
yes,
mean. But yes, I've driven a Ferrari.
driven a Ferrari.
Toca, Nicolás. Es que usted sabe, yo soy B, mano. Despierte, hágale rápido, que esto es fácil, brother.
I into space, that's what did you mean? But yes, I haven't driven a Ferrari.
Le toca a usted, es que usted, ay, yo soy B. Ahora
Sorry.
sí. Really?
Yes.
Eso.
Have you ever done anything really exciting?
Okay.
Well, I haven't traveled into space, if that's what you mean. But yes, I've driven a Ferrari. I've driven a Ferrari.
Really, when do you that? No?
You have.
Simple
I think
past.
that-
Simple past.
Okay.
Did you?
Did you? Yes. I did you that. Really, when did you that?
Did you do that?
When did you do? When did you do? Auxiliary
Yes.
did?
Did you do?
Uh-huh. Last year, my girlfriend gave me, simple past, you use the second column. My girlfriend gave me 30 minutes in Ferrari as a present. Continue, Nicolas.
How far did you go?
I didn't drive, simple past, I didn't
Yes.
drive very far, about 50 kilometers.
Have you enjoyed it?
Yes, it was fun. Or you can also say, Nicolás, did you? Porque como estamos hablando de la experiencia que ya pasó, que le dieron el 30 minutos de Ferrari por manejar, entonces, did you, okay?
Okay.
Did you enjoy it? Repeat.
Have you, did you enjoy?
No.
Have
Eso.
you
Did you?
enjoyed
Did you?
it?
Yes, it was fun.
What about your girlfriends? Have you ever done anything similar?
Has she because it's she. Con ella, he, she funcionan como
Ah,
has.
yes.
Es la sección.
Sorry. Yes, I has. Has you ever done
Has
anything
she?
similar? Has she ever done anything similar?
Yeah, she loves exciting sports and she often goes skiing and surfing. She has climbed Everest too. Pueden dejarla en present perfect. She has climbed, or in simple past, que solo lo hizo una vez, she climbed Everest too. And she, what is the end of the activity? She flies and she has flown. ¿Cómo la dejó Nicolás y terminamos esa parte?
She has flown.
Participio flown. She
Yes.
has flown a helicopter, but she hasn't jumped with the ED, please, okay? Sorry, with the ED, jumped out of a plane. I'm going to give her a parachute jump for her next birthday. ¿Qué tal los regalos de novios? Una le regala 30 minutos de Ferrari y el otro le va a regalar un parachute jump. You know what parachute is, guys? Parachute? No idea? Parachuting?
No.
From the airplane, and something comes from the air and you go down from the airplanes, from helicopters. I wouldn't do it. Parachute, paracaidismo. Thank you, Gabriel Mauricio. You're paying attention. Parachuting. No, thank you. I wouldn't. Next one. I'm just gonna ask 2 people to read 2 activities. In total, we have 5, but I want you to vote quickly in the chat for the first people, which activities you consider were the most difficult ones, or the ones that you want to explore. There are 5, we are going to take only 2 out of the 5 activities from this vocabulary section. So let me know which ones that you remember, if you did it or you didn't do it, but which you consider could be to analyze.
For me,
4,
teacher,
okay? Yeah, I just listened to you,
for
so
me,
4.
teacher,
4
the
is right?
number 4,
4,
because
okay. Wait a minute.
the number 4 about family words.
Okay, what
Because
else?
I forget some words and I don't know and I don't knew. Yes? No. And I did knew. No.
Didn't.
And I didn't knew. No. And I didn't know to put letter by letter in a
Mm-hmm.
in a space in this
Oh, okay, it's
a
okay, it's
little
okay, yeah. Yeah, but it's good because those words, by this kind of mnemotechnic way, by this spelling and the morphology of the word, you will kind of remember the words. Somehow you will memorize them in a functional way later. And another one, 4 and another one, please. Because we cannot have the whole hour correcting 5 points. But let me know, or particular questions. Teacher, I didn't understand 3 points something, but well, about the answers in number 4 for the participant. Cousin, primo, prima, or other man, help me because I can listen to you so you can complete the words. Cousin, okay, what else?
great grandmother.
Great grandmother, so that means the mother of your mother. Mm-hmm. Next one.
Half sister.
Half sister.
Medio, hermana. You share the father or you share the mother, but not both. Another one.
Nephew.
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 Nephew, okay, what is the meaning of that in Spanish? Some people get too confused with niece and nephew. What is the difference? Which is the boy, which is the girl? Uh-huh. And how do you say sobrina?
Niece.
Yeah, you're right, but don't you say nice, no? Niece, tiene una E después de la I. And the other one, number 5?
Couple.
A couple. Another one?
Get engaged. Engaged.
Engaged.
Engaged.
An engaged person, you understand? No, I'm kidding, not engaged, no, yeah, engaged. And another one, something that I heard.
Relatives.
It was like a general correction. Maybe 1 or 2 of the comics, people have had some issues with the pronunciation of relatives. Familiares.
Yeah.
Familiares, relatives. And the last one,
Twins.
gemelos o gemelas, twins. Very good. Okay, no any other? Can we continue with the other part, which is a speaking part in groups? Can we continue? Do you agree? No questions about this homework? Remember, those are like examples that I can ask you. Okay, you can take this page and you can use it in the final exam. You can use this vocabulary maybe from this homework. For example, I can show you the day of the exam. I show you the same list of vocabulary. So it's not new for you, you understand? And you can use it in your final assignment, which is like a text. I told you, it's you observe a video, you make a reading, and then you have to create a text, and it's kind of easy. It's kind of short, the final exam. Let me know, questions?
Teacher, about the 3 exercise, the opposite of the word hardworking is maybe lazy?
Yeah, I agree.
Okay, teacher. And the shy, the adjective of shy, I put direct.
Which one?
Direct, atrevido, direct.
Spell it, D-A, because dare, atreverse, to dare. But what is dare?
With the at the end.
Dared.
Yes.
A dare person que se atreve. But I would say that the opposite of shy or timid, I would use outgoing. Extrovertido, extrovert también existe. Extrovert or outgoing is better. Is the opposite of timid. You can also say timid. It's okay. Timid or shy. Or shy, sorry.
Okay.
Timid or shy. No more questions? Can we go to the next activity? Sure?
Yes.
Okay, take a picture or something, and at the end you can ask me if you want, particularly after the recording. Okay, I'm going to explain something on my whiteboard. Because you have an instruction here in your groups. Try to speak, because I will try to jump into the groups, and you will have to speak about 2 very easy questions. Okay? The idea is that everybody speaks, or let me know, no, this person couldn't, but at least, as a minimum, you were listening to the others in your mini group. I'm going to create only 4 groups in total, but all the groups have the same questions. The first question is, I'm gonna write it in the board, but at first I dictate it. So it's a kind of short dictation. If you have a piece of paper, do it and then you check yourself. Question number 1, Where have you, well, in Colombia, where have you traveled? But I have a question. ¿Será que ese travel va con doble L? Sí o no. A veces ahí como participio. Viajado. Traveled. Tercera columna. Double L or no? So the questions, I don't know if you see the screen. The questions times are in the question time for the speaking time, sorry. The questions for the speaking time are number one. Let me use a different device. Better like this. Like this. Where have you traveled? Where have you traveled? ¿Será que queda bien así? Travel? What do you think? Where?
With ED at the end.
Yes.
Ah, viajado.
At
Si no, ¿a dónde has viajar?
ED.
Okay, thank you. Yes. Where have you traveled? And only one L? We can speak and discuss about that later. Sometimes you will see with double L. Okay. And the second one, okay, the first question is about Colombia. I want you to tell me about your experiences, you know? So the structure is kind of easy. The structure is, look, sujeto, yo. Auxiliar, have. Pero es que el have no es verbo, ¿no? No, yo tengo. I have, yo he. En español es un auxiliar, por favor, en español es un auxiliar con H. He visto algunos textos, incluso en otras clases que les doy por ahí en español, y ponen el auxiliar yo he, o tú has trabajado, tú has sin H. In Spanish, haber es con H. So. Yo he, I have traveled, you have different verbs. In your speaking time, you can say, I have seen Cartagena's wall and castle. I have traveled to Melgar. I have visited Pereira, you know. Let's speak about Colombia's places. Is it clear? Easy.
Yes.
And number two, I'm going to ask you, please, to tell me if this is a yes/no question. So you're going to say yes or no. Have you ever been abroad? Ese R me quedó horrible, no importa. Have you ever what? Have you ever been abroad? Do you understand? Estado. Where? Es el participio. Sido o estado. Have you ever been a good person? Yes, all my life. But no, this is not about sido, sino estado. Parece que es que el verbo to be significa ser o estar. So in this case, have you ever been? ¿Alguna vez has estado o alguna vez has sido? But the question is, have you ever been abroad? Abroad. Do you understand? I need somebody maybe to translate it into Spanish, no problem. But I want you to make clear and have clear that question 1 and then 2, you understand the question and you have the possibility and the ability to answer the questions in your mini group. That's the activity. Number 1, ¿a dónde has viajado? En Colombia. Number 2, what is the question? Spanish?
¿Alguna vez has estado
En el
abroad?
extranjero.
¿Fuera? Ah.
En el extranjero.
Yes, you're right. Okay. So group time, I'm gonna give you more or less 7 minutes. So you have to say something. In the first one, I have traveled, I have visited, I have been, I have seen, I have known. You understand? Cualquier verbo en participio. And the second question, yes, I have. No, I haven't. Okay. In the second one, maybe many people can say, no, I haven't. Pero se puede extender un poquito. But I would like to go to Russia. No, but one day I would like to travel to England. I don't know. Tell me something a little bit more. Easy. You understand the activity? It's very easy. Y claro, si la respuesta del 2 es que yes, I have, pues tienes que contar en simple past. I traveled to the United States, or in present perfect. I have been to Brazil 3 times. I have visited France 2 times. You understand? Continue. Group time, and see you in some minutes. Questions before I assign the groups? No questions?
No, teacher.
Okay. So you're gonna be divided, everyone, into 4 sessions. Go.
Really?
Hi.
Hi.
Hello.
Okay. Where have you traveled?
¿Quién quiere contestar primero?
Contesta tú. No sé quién habló. Eritza.
Sí, yo.
Se me olvidó todo. As were you?
Don't worry, keep on speaking. See you later.
I traveled to Cartagena. And I don't have been abroad. I haven't, but in the future I was traveled to Canada.
Okay. Okay, Canada. It's wonderful. Um, and you, Eritza, have you,
Okay.
where have you traveled?
I've been in Cartagena, Santa Marta, Barranquilla, most of the time to the Caribbean coast with my family, because my dad is working there, so I need to go most of the time in December. And for the second question, I haven't been abroad yet, but I would like. So Laura, now tell me about you.
Okay. And you, Elizabeth, where have you traveled? Elizabeth.
Creo que no está.
Pues bueno, ya que
So Juanes, uh, tell us more about your experience in Canada.
No, I want in the future go to Canada.
Ah,
But
ok.
Ah, okay.
También entendí que ya había ido a Canadá.
Yo también.
I know, ojalá.
Ok, ¿alguien me pregunta?
Yo te pregunto. Eh, have you ever been abroad?
Yes. I have visited to United, Un, United States.
Yes.
Uh, what?
No, no, sigue, sigue.
Uh, only that. Sorry. Panama. No more.
And how was your experience in United States?
Oof, excellent. I love. In United States, I used to study. I used to English in the course in a course. Um, I learned Nermosh. I yes, I Nermosh. I visit. I have. No, I visit. Ay, se me olvidó. I visit a park. A part the but part of Disney. Wow, it's wonderful. No more.
And you have family there?
Yes, obviously. Um, but my mom uh, have scary, scary trouble. No sé cómo avión, no sé.
Plane?
Line. Okay. But it's an experience incredible.
Oh, that's nice. And where would you like to go?
What?
¿A dónde te gustaría ir?
Mm, oof. Um, I want, yes, I want to go in Londres. I have no sé, obsession with Londres. And you?
I would like to go to Italy or Korea because I think their culture is very interesting and I want to know more about the culture and travel around the world knowing culture.
Wow.
Ahora, Juanis,
Ah,
pregunta.
sí, Juanis. Ah, ya se acabó.
Sí.
Bueno, y se fue Juanis. Ya que- Bueno,
So, any questions, any impressions? Too short the time to brief, or it was more than enough? You learned something new about your classmates, or nobody spoke? I want to know before we speak for the last part. Any impression? Boring, interesting? Let me know, please. No opinions? You have the microphones.
In my case, all my partners participate, and yes, it is interesting to know different things from our partners.
Cool. Yeah, that was one of the challenges, and also to practice present perfect. You will start recognizing I am using I have participle, or my friends, my classmates, they are using past participle, o todavía les falta reforzar ese past participle, que en español son las terminaciones ado, edo, ido, con excepciones de verbos como romper, ¿no? Yo he rompido, yo he roto. Escribir, yo he escribido una carta. No, nosotros hemos escrito. You see, in Spanish there are regular and irregular. Lo mismo en inglés. There are regular and irregular. La gran mayoría son regulares con ed. O sea, segunda y tercera columna es la misma. I worked yesterday. I have worked during the week. Ahí es el mismo con ed. Los que les toca memorizar son los irregulares. Los de la tercera columna. Write, wrote, written. I have written. Yo he escrito. I have driven. Yo he manejado. No es I have drive, I have drove. No, I have driven. Tercera columna es la que nos toca memorizar para past participles. Questions about this? I'm assigning you here the homework and the, let's say, the what to do when the recording finishes. That is like in 5-10 minutes. And I don't know if there is any other impression or questions in general about the activities. Look at the goals. The general objective of the week was to differentiate present and past and to speak about travel and different places in the world, like last time. But this is particularly the goal. Los goals son un poco más ambiciosos para la vida. El objetivo es más en la clase. You understand? So in the goal, one, we continue practicing and practicing reading strategies. Okay? For example, with the homework. Y ahorita les asigno cada uno de sus preguntas, sus respuestas. And number two, to speak about our travel experiences. So for example, volunteers, teacher, I want to create a podcast of 1 or 2 minutes or a conversation, a recording with a friend about travel experiences. Maybe, I don't know if you were, I'm not sure, about a dialogue in a hotel. Maybe at the end of the recording, I can stay with those people, maybe Judith or Juliet, that you are going to present an email so we can talk about that, okay? So that's why I'm going to finish this session a little bit earlier. For one, giving you the time to go in Moodle and answer questions that I'm about to give you individually. And number two, I can give you feedback about the comic and about only to Luisa and Karen and about the speaking activity, which is like the next priority for thinking about the week. What is my point number one in the workshop? Lucero, okay, you're done. And who else? Judith and Juliet, an email and a podcast and news. Laura, news. I don't know. Let me know maybe at the end or later or on Monday. What is your proposal for point number one in the workshop? Okay, you understand? This workshop seems like extends, but on April the 30th, April the 30th, you will see that it's like the collecting in a document, collecting the process of 3 weeks, more or less, like that. But let me know. No questions? Can I assign you the questions for each one of you? So number one, question B. Are you sure? I'm gonna read the chat. Yeah, my friend. Elizabeth.
No,
okay,
I'm
maybe
just wanted to.
at the end we. Yelitza? Okay, I got it.
I just wanted to clarify that I'm going to present my new with Laura.
My news.
Yeah.
Only
my
one
news
news
with Laura.
Okay, sure.
Yeah.
Okay, I got it. No email, but news. One news.
Yeah.
And Elizabeth
Yep.
is presenting a news too. So we have already for the next week, we have 2 news, 2 reporters or I don't know, journalists or writers that are going to present news. Remember, it's a speaking activity. We don't really have to see you. You can practice the recording many times. I just want you to tell me how you want to present this speaking activity. And podcast, Tatiana Wando, we can speak about the podcast about what? Remember, most of the time, podcasts are something that you play on the radio or you go on the internet and you listen to a specific topic, maybe scientific or critical, political, something like specific religion. So think about, Tatiana, which topic you want to speak about in your podcast. Cool. The last part would be assigning the question for everyone. So this is the way to check attendance. Is it clear?
Teacher,
Yes, speak as I show you the next slide. Speak.
teacher, I can do the podcast with Daniela, with a partner.
Yeah, because this activity can be in pairs.
Okay, thank you.
Some people prefer working. Okay, maybe Nicolas, news, 3 news. We have 3 news so far, but I don't want more than 5 news. And Juan Esteban, he wants to present.
Teacher, I have a question about
wait a
the
minute.
podcast.
Juan Esteban maybe news number 4. You see, we have 4 news next week, but no more than 5. And who was speaking? Sorry, who said it?
Johanet.
Yeah, Martinez. Go.
Teacher, about the podcast, do you want to see us? Vernos?
No.
See us? Yes. With the podcast.
No, not necessarily because it's a recording.
Radio, no? Exactly.
Yeah, so no, we don't need to see you. The obligation on the comic was maybe the camera. But for this podcast, is your voice, is your talent on preparing an excellent product. For example, it's about. Sorry, this thing sometimes sucks. Internet. Yeah, I was saying that it's a matter of checking your fluency. As much information compacted into 1 or 2 minutes. You have to speak and speak, you know, like,
Okay.
and then, no, and then you just speak. She wants to present a podcast, Jimena, okay? On Monday.
Sorry, teacher, I have a question about that.
Yeah, Lina.
For example, we have to present a speaking with a partner about, I don't know, about travels, for example, but we have to record that speaking, or
Yeah,
or
there
we
should
can't.
there should be an evidence. That's the idea. You can do it in class, so the evidence would be the class. You understand? The class that I record in Moodle. But easier for you maybe to take your time to prepare it, because maybe online sometimes people get nervous because I am testing the time, you know, you understand that?
Yes.
So it's up to you. But
Okay.
basically there should be an evidence. The evidence would be a recording or a news oral presentation or the podcast. The podcast is like an MP3 or a YouTube link. Esas son las opciones del podcast. The final product is an MP3 or a YouTube link that we can post in the Moodle. Okay, well, the questions are these, and we finish this part. Okay, and 1, 3, 4. Excellent. Now, I'm gonna check the attendance before we concluding. Please, Lucero and Elizabeth, be attentive by the moment I tell you stop recording, so you can start recording. Now, I'm gonna assign for the following people the following question. So, Anna Elizabeth, you're gonna have question A. Where is Alaska? What country is it part of? Okay. Lina, okay, so far we have 4 podcasts. So maybe 6, no more than 6, okay? Let's wait there, and later you will let me know. I want to do this later at the end of the class, out of the recording, or on Monday. You have the weekend to think about that. And then we have Lucero, you're going to help me with B, okay? But let's just try to say, like, I would like to visit Alaska, but let's just write why, okay? Your personal opinion. Lucero's post is this. And then we have Juliet. Juliet, you have C, okay? So please, Juliet, don't write I think Alaska, but let's just put Alaska is famous for, okay? In a short line, it's a very, very short answer, Juliet. And we continue. Alejandra Arce, okay? You're going to say in a sentence, don't say true. No, this is not your post. No, your post is Alaska used to be part of Russia, or something else, or something that, or Alaska didn't used to be part of Russia. Alejandra, Daniela Rodriguez, Daniela Rodriguez Ramirez, you're gonna have 2B. Gabriel Mauricio, 2C. About if it is the newest or the oldest state, or one of the oldest or one of the newest states in the United States of America. And we continue. Finish in 5 minutes. So I said, Gabriel, John Gonzalez, you will have number 1. Johanette, number 2. So what is the idea? That you complete the sentence with the information from the reading. Juan Esteban Gomez, number 3. Am I clear? Karen Espitia, 4. Catherine Botero, 5. Laura Sanchez, 6. Lina Rodriguez, 7. Nicolás Ospina, 8. Sofía Carvajal, 9. Tatiana Espitia, 10. Tatiana Wando, 11. Jimena, 12. Is it clear so far? Who's missing? Please let me know who's missing from this, because I am only seeing the chat in the Zoom, but I am not seeing the official list of the universities. So let me see who. Yaritza, you're going to take the first part. You understand? Food is transported by. That is your sentence. You have to compare it with something from the reading. Who else is missing? So I just circled Yaritza's sentence. Who else? Somebody else that I didn't mention? Okay. Additionally, I'm just going to I'm going to post this, this picture that I am showing you in this moment. So it's optional. in the second part is optional to complete. For example, Yaritza is going to complete number 1. Is it clear in this moment? I'm going to create the space in the virtual UGC right now, so you can start putting your answers. So you know, it's like a kind of forum, and it's about information about Alaska. Questions, friends? Do we have any questions? Can we conclude the recording more or less right now?